good people of YouTube. Long time no see. Sorry about that. Yeah, life. I can't remember the last time I made a video, so we'll see how this goes. I feel a bit cycling unfit and YouTubing unfit. But back in Cornwall, I've been in Leeds. A lot has happened with my course and my cycling and my health and loads of other stuff. Surprisingly cold. I thought Cornwall was going to be tropical compared to Leeds, but yeah, I thought it'd be overdressed, but it's fresh. So I'm going to ride up to my favourite clay trails, have a bit of a chat on the way round, and see how we get on. See you in a minute. Right, it's a lot of uphill. It's just a cacophony of seagulls to say, hi, you're back at the sea. You're not in Leeds now. This hill, where who says it's about 13%. And I haven't been able to ride much inside or outside since December. I think mainly I've just been commuting for the last 3 months. So we'll see how I get on riding for an hour. On Zwift I felt really good, but it's a very measured effort, isn't it? And yeah, it does feel so good to be outside, even if it is a bit chilly. And I think I'm a bit muddy already as well. Right, I have to put you away and catch my breath. Oh, that's better. We're still doing 3%, but I mean that's considered flat in Cornwall because you're either going up or down. Yeah, so cycling. As I just said, I haven't really had a lot of time. Turns out doing a full-time clinical masters, it's quite time consuming and quite draining at times, and coupled with living in Leeds, I mean it's been so cold. I think the day temperature was a real feel of -4 before Christmas, and I tried to ride outside once and I got 10 minutes in and I was thinking I'm just all the kit and I just wasn't having a nice time, and I didn't have my turbo trainer, so did my 12-minute commute twice a day, sometimes 4 times a day, and that was all my cycling. And then I brought Riley home to ride at Christmas, and then I was just ill for 3 weeks, so had a bit of a cough and then like a bit of a fever, plus I had exams to revise for. So sorry I've not been chatting to you guys, but I really just haven't been able to do much, and I'm feeling a lot better now. First week back, straight into 3-hour written exams. And then I've just completed 3 weeks of my first hospital placement. So it's been full on, you know, and can't do everything, especially at this time of year. Like, it's just cold and dark, isn't it? So how are you guys all getting on? Have you been out on your bike? Been riding on Zwift? I have got my Zwift set up actually in Leeds, and I know there's some people love telling me like, oh no, ride outside. No, no, I love Zwift. I'm going to pay the money for the Zwift. I know we had this conversation before, but I think it's an investment, so I'm definitely going to do that. Oh, look at this. There's a lot of Cornish mining stuff going on. It's nice to be home. So, cycling-wise this year, I haven't got a lot in the calendar because time and money, quite prohibitive, isn't it? And so I'd quite like to do Battle on the Beach. I am back to do Dirty Reaver for the 4th year in a row. Definitely one of my favourite events, and James and I would quite like to do Gralps again, but I mean by the time you've like paid for everything, it's really expensive, isn't it? So we will see about that, but I'd like to do some more UK based events for sure. I feel like I didn't get the opportunity to get the most out of Riley bike this year, just gone, and yeah, so I think it'll be a targeted approach. So any ideas for what events you think I should do? Because there's new ones coming out all the time. There's a new Grinduro, isn't there? But it's in Scotland. And I had a look the other day, and even from Leeds, it is 6 hours further north than Leeds. So I'm going to be in Cornwall in July, which means that's a whole day of travelling away. So I don't know if I'll make it. I love Grinduro. Wales was far enough, but I think with Scotland, it's just so far. Yeah, stoked for it though. Can't wait for spring, summer. Definitely going to get back on the training. Right, I'm in the wrong gear and I've got a lot of hill left to do, so we'll reconvene at the top. But it is nice and quiet. Look at that. Can't see anyone. Did I say it's nice to be outside? I know I did, I'm going to say it again. It's nice being outside on my bike. There she is. Riding bike is the best. Right, up the hill. Come on legs, come on lungs. I'm definitely going to say there's been some rain. Look at this. Ew. So, what was I going to say again? I was going to say Leeds, riding in Leeds. Yeah, some bits of Leeds are really nice, and you can go on the canal. It's quite quiet. There's a lot of bike paths. There's some really beautiful scenery, nice coffee shops, friendly cyclists. What happened was, as they say around here, I need to use my hands for this. There's my bike. I love her. Riding in Leeds, I had a really bad experience. So some of you might have seen on my Instagram, I think it was like November time, I did a loop like around the outside of the city. Can't remember if I downloaded the route or if I'd made it myself. And I was near Leeds football stadium, and I'd stopped to check my phone, check the route, and this guy cycled past me, and he was in full kit. He was on like a classic old road bike, and he kind of slowed down and looked at me, so I just kind of nod. And then he was riding up the hill quite slowly. Thought no more of it. You know, the road was closed because there was a football match on, and I absolutely smashed it up the hill. It got a bit cold. Overtook him, and I heard him say something as I passed him, and again just thought no more of it. And then the next thing, I can kind of see, he's like half wheeling me, I can kind of see his wheel, and then he put his hand on my butt basically, and I turn around, and he's in his 60s, and he's got this horrible toothy grin. And I used naughty words, guys. I was freaking out. And I said something along the lines of, "Did you just touch me? That is not okay." So then he just started hurling abuse at me about me being a psycho. And I'm obviously pedaling as hard as I can, and he's behind me going, ugh. It's a very busy road at the top. And I had to kind of go off my route and around loads of random houses, just trying to shake him off. And this is about the furthest point away from my home, opposite side of Leeds. So that kind of put me off riding outside. And I've had 2 incidences of people trying to door me, like deliberitely, like, it's really funny if she fell off into oncoming traffic. And it really made me question about when you go out on a bike by yourself as a woman. I've ridden in London, New York, I've done the whole length of the UK, I've ridden in Switzerland, France, Spain, Gran Canaria. I've never had anything like that happen before. And yeah, it just really made me reconsider that. So I'm hoping that now that I've had a bit of time off, just been commuting, getting my fitness up on Zwift, it was just a one-off, event. But what's wrong with some people? I don't know why any man or any person would think that touching someone relatively intimately in public without consent is okay. So yeah, that's a big point for discussion. I'm going to ride on a little bit more, but I thought I'd stop and have a little rant. Thanks for listening, and let's go and do some fun stuff. We're up in the clay country here now. You can't really see that much. But this is my favourite little playground, and there's some nice views. Can't quite see the sea in the background. Right, let's do a bit more riding. Cornish Alps, we've been in before. So, it's cold. I was going to have a little chat on the way back down, but we've already talked about loads of stuff, haven't we? It's been all about the cycling so far. And I've just got loads more to tell you. Haven't even really touched on what I've been up to as a dietitian student, which I'd love to talk to you about. So you can let me know in the comments below if you would like me to have a chat about that. I fully intend, I know we've been here before, to not leave it so long between videos, but my schedule before Christmas was like, we were in every day, quite long days, a lot of reading, and now semester 2 is going to be a bit more casual. I've only got a couple of days, so I'm super psyched about getting back to riding my brilliant Riley bike, and that means we can make more contact, which I'd really like, because I've missed you guys and I always appreciate the lovely feedback that you give me. I hope to see you all again soon. Thanks for coming along for the ride on a very grey day. I could have come out earlier, it's 5 o'clock. Happy 2025. Let's make some plans, ride some bikes, eat some snacks, drink some coffee, chat some waffle. Thanks again for all your support. Let's touch base again soon. Bye for now.